for a High African History and Heritage TV. Na yemo bibia jo e de ba African History and Heritage TV so. Yebe do bo ade asese na da Roma wama edai akwapro abeto yen. Asa so na ebesre obo ade nsamu nsuru ade ama African History and Heritage TV ahwefo ene atiefo nyina se bribia yede ye content etumo a mohwe na mosan ehye ma afoforo nso enya bihwe na ene ye da edikana wo by channel so subscribe na share se beyo na afoforo nso ebenya kasebo bi ati na ne kasebo na yede bremo no Sampa nsensema asi ho ahensema asi Sampa ne update ena yede bremu amanfo bisa historian my update yantefu ene ne kro ne ba na munim se yen African History and Heritage TV de yen philosophy ne se aboa kwaku odani suman ne nani nti yen kasem wo breko a yen yemu research yemisa mu na yente yenhuye Davida anunti na abodafo ya sinkonwa se ni esisi ye Sampa emu updates na ye de bremu odafo African History and Heritage TV ye be kaya ye tu amontu eko Sampa koye research efa ahensema asisi ho ye kan se I am some now asisi hono. The solution to the problem ne say asem na ewo bono regional house of chiefs na bebe yi ko manhia for settlement anye yi wo ho court mrachre say ube yi asem say ukosiesie na anye yi a osan de koto babia ube yi no e wo court ho eti ni e be solve problem no nyina ne say yen samfa asem no mbra bono regional house of chiefs na bentoa asem no ne kan so ho sana montu no anya adwuma na kikirikiri me ka kire mo se atiefo me bo man ho se me research no ne findings ne se Sampa fo asinkete se ombe man na sangwa jafla wakodi hene e wo Sampa dia ene ye disen ka ban no bobe nyina tu me kan no ene da hoyo ne asi hoyi e ya dansi trudu na e ho kasebo enam de bremu esi sen na ye den na ne asi wo Sampa yi a ya hyehye nkrofo adan na adehye binom akoye refugees United Nations High Commission for Refugees asobemua se Sampa adehye binom akoye refugees a bede da tentim e wo Cote d'Ivoire e koso e para for subscribe na share nama atifo nkaye entie kaseboy bi judge asoya yebu aten atemufo a yefre wo judiciary bewo kasabebu obi se the wheel of justice turns very slowly. I repeat, the wheel of justice turns very slowly. Nasi trinina titia ne se asem bakota eya na yeta ebo court fo ko so asem we de ba mon kanetem nanso asem no be kanu na obebu abem no esese o hwese waye nhwehwemu mapa sebeyo now pa sebeya number 1 obetumi abu atentrene a obia ne ho asemka na obu atentrene no so wia emfa basbasa yebia enyeden emma enunti ene yesi the wheel of justice turns very slowly. na opposite o dane to hɔ nso a te sɛ tefre agorɔ no yɛka bibi sɛ acceleration of justice in the faction of militarism breeds what? Breeds violence. I repeat, acceleration of justice in the fashion of militarism breeds violence. Sasam beto court now prepare home eko bua asem no wanye hwehwemu wanya abotre ma wheel of justice no and turn it slowly na opro ho bua ne epie frim eye basa yo enu bi na asi Sampa no na presentation we yɛde bɛkɔ awie no na atiefo mate ne amekan ase now yɛ nyinaa yɛ ha ɛna Sampa nsɛnsɛm ɛsɔre yɛ ɛno deɛ mo adika na atwa ho video nti yɛ no na mɛka ne sesei wa wo ba so first wobɛtumi akɔ back to my channel na videos a motwa afa Sampa hono episode 1 2 3 4 no wa ko bonu nyina tie no wanya full picture na Sampa asem ebae no ekoya ahemienu nana ya asa modua ye de ni si akodwa so ye fa mamre ne amanem e de ni si akodwa so e do wura bi a ye frɛ na Ankama imono Ankama ono so claim say na be na si akodwa so na okusai e o manhia enti ono so oye hene na we ena nana ya asa modua or the Chieftaincy declaration form ako regional house of chiefs maya process manakodu national ena nana Sangba Jafla Justice Ankama ono so order the CD form eko Bono regional house of chiefs say yem process ne mfanko ena Bono regional house of chiefs say ye di kana jobi de a ahiri mi enu bentra kro ba kum nti entimi nyo de reject ye we no wura ya e friend Justice Ankama nana Sangba Jafla oye den ode otabiri house no Bono regional house of chiefs eko court e Kumasi high court no dia desrede mienu e na tu Kumasi high court anim adesrede na edikan o say ye friend prohibition order court no aye Kumasi high court nana Sangba Jafla or the regional house of chiefs national house of chiefs and the third interested party nana ya sa modua or the omo court say court no enshare national house of chiefs any region na se obi ade ne CD form abre wo mo say yen register and say ohene wo Sampa ana say hima wo Sampa court no emontungu ena osande adisrede ekodan court no say sa adisrede no ye friend Mandamus court no enhye Bono regional house of chiefs na on transmitted on receiving CD4 now processing transmitting ko national house of chiefs adetade mienu we ena or the Kodan court ena court eje Mandamus no a nasitre ne say court on share Bono regional house of chiefs na benje ne CD4 na ben processing and transmitting no Number prohibition no auditia National House of Chiefs na obi at the form aba ho say or no or ye register no. They say Sampa hene ana hema ye montu gu no eno de court na nyantum if say court no can say nya beni bebe kire National House of Chiefs bojumaye. Number Mandamus no de court no jitu mu say Bono Regional House of Chiefs wa share wonom within 21 days omo receive an application enye ko aduma na bemfanko National House of Chiefs we and Bono Regional House of Chiefs antiana or they also apply for stay of execution any appeal against the Mandamus. Stay of execution no say court to not ma regional National House of Chiefs any Regional House of Chiefs aduma court to no can say benye Justice Ankama ne krata ho aduma ma benye and it say stay of execution mo nye ho aduma na Mandamus no a court no share be say within 21 days benye no and also be appeal editorial stay of execution no dey court na nyatu na Mandamus no dey edaso konkon Kumasi High Court na yeyan kasem no we and a Regional House of Chiefs eje na nasangwa jafla ne form ena be ye ko aduma be ye ho aduma no be kan say no be to so aba e wo be kan say no on fata say ye jinutum so hene if you say near ma or twetwe wo ni CD form no so anye den entoafumu enti no be kwotwe no suntuntu no anye aduma enti bamfa Justice Ankama ne CD form no anko National House of Chiefs we and Justice Ankama not 21 days na pa ho baje ba process up to swaba yes on fata sebe Bono Regional House of Chiefs ejene tum so hene 21 days no so ye no na yemfa akrata no enko national ena Justice Ankama o yes sa na tie dia o de Bono Regional House of Chiefs ebe court na court ache wo mo sebe yo na wonom edi ni CD form ebe ko National House of Chiefs na application a okoye or the koye na eye contempt ne chese wo bu court animtia neti o de contempt no koye no o se court to share Bono Regional House of Chiefs say within 21 days benji the CD for and process and transmit and National House of Chiefs 21 days na pa ho dia bob court mraso enti court nko hwehwem na asotwe bi a efata no onfa entwe Bono Regional House of Chiefs aso na eho judgment bede bramui ansana nkabo esoso no media soso or see in the Superior Court of Judicature in the High Court of Justice held in Kumasi on Friday 18th day of July 2025 before His Lordship Justice Abdul Razak Musa, Justice of the High Court, seat number GJ/MIS/C/51/2025 in the matter of an application for committal for contempt, that is the Republic versus Osagifo Osiadio Yadumambadu II, Domahene and president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Sunyane, respondents. Amma Kunodu Kusi, registrar. Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Bono Region, Sunyane. Na Safui, Eye Osaje for Admomodu Otosumi, no yet Nadoma. Any Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Any registrar or Bono Regional House of Chiefs, a friend Amma Kunodu Kusi. One na nana Samba Jafla, aka Emmanuel Ankama, Eko Sama or Mose, Oma Bukoto Mrasunti Koto non Chibe Contempt, na Sopian Efata, Confamo. Now we know the Republic versus the respondents. S party, that is the S party, no applicant. Nana Samba Jafla II, alias Justice Emmanuel Ankama, Paramount Chief of Sampa Traditional Area, applicant. Ono Eneko Samai Wong. Parties. Applicant present. First respondent absent. Second respondent present. Na we na wonum court. Court no wamuko no Nana Samba Jafla oho. The first respondent in the person of Osajefo Osiadiayo Ajmambadu the second Domahene was absent. By the second respondent, Ahoye Bono Amma Kunodu Kusi registrar of Bono Regional House of Chiefs, na Oye present Okoye. Atembua judge no edebaini. Legal representation. Mujid Rahman Ahmed with Aka, Himans, Nana Dede Baden and Mangere Poku Adubofo for applicant present. Eye Nana Samba Jafla, the lawyer for Enambobo Wonumdin. Offered Tuyan Yabua for the second respondent present. Tadi sorry or no Eye Nana Osia Idio Admombadu out of Sumina Oya Doma Mahino, ye president of Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Ne lawyer. Ena Ama Knodua or Nono Oye Bono Regional House of Chiefs. A registrar. Or also ne lawyer not offered Tuyan Yeboa. By counsel for first respondent, I pray the court to dispense with the attendance of the first respondent. Counsel no or no so Najmambadu the lawyer no edit to say first respondent no or no wantimama. Now by court to Mwaya or the by Yentie. I have carefully reviewed all the processes filed in this matter. I observed that on the 7th day of February 2025, the High Court delivered a judgment, which is in evidence before this court as Exhibit A, attached to the applicant's affidavit in support of the application for committal for contempt. In that judgment, the High Court ordered the Bono Regional House of Chiefs to receive, process, and transmit the Chieftaincy Declaration forms of the applicant hearing to the National House of Chiefs. Subsequent to the said judgment, the Bono Regional House of Chiefs and the second interested party filed an appeal against the ruling of the High Court. Following the filing of the appeal, both the Regional House of Chiefs and the second interested party separately filed application for stay of execution. These applications were duly considered and refused by the court. Neo can say, on the 7th day of February 2025, when a High Court passes, say, Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Emfa Nana Samba Jafla ni CD4, Enyim process Emfa National House of Chiefs. Na Sa atemu no ebaye no. Bono Regional House of Chiefs wonum eka say no. Sa atemu no aba no beye appeal editiaye. Appeal na ti na omosa ankoye bibia ye friend stay of execution. Na stay of execution no de court no ebo etugui. Mesa timbio. Also subsequent to the said judgment, the Bono Regional House of Chiefs and the second interested party is Nana Yausa Amudia, filed an appeal against the ruling of the High Court. Following the filing of the appeal, both the Regional House of Chiefs and the second interested party separately filed application for stay of execution. These applications were duly considered and refused by the High Court. Or say, Bono Regional House of Chiefs appeal editia Mandamus noa court no share or mose or monfa Nana Yausa Amudia, sorry, Justice Ankama ni CD form and process enko your friend said national. What I say? And a best file stay of execution. No more stay of execution no there. Court bought to gui. Naturally say appeal no there very tia Mandamus no. And the Ayaduma that's no court where a court no bua. It is noteworthy that I have not found any record indicating that upon the refusal of the application for stay of execution, either the Bono Regional House of Chiefs or the second interested party filed repeat applications at the Court of Appeal. This, in my considered view, implies that the judgment and consequential orders of the High Court dated 7th February 2025 remain valid, binding and enforceable. Consequently, the said orders ought to be respected and complied with. The judge no can say no Regional House of Chiefs and then another Yausa Amudia. One day stay of execution no eko ye na court no ebo to gu ye nanso Mandamus no de ekonkon hono. Ono na dream no na nkese say stay of execution no se court no enche Regional House of Chiefs said ma bemfa form no and transmitting kono sa stay of execution no ye botu wi nanso na SSN ka bekoye appeal ever stay of execution no abebo court botu wi ye bede ho appeal ko nanso banya bamfa appeal anko na bamfa appeal anko dia na kire say asem no a court no edi kankan ye say ben transmit ben ye form non transmit na bemfa nko National House of Chiefs no sa atemu no a court ne de bae na atemu no edi nanso Mandamus no de a na ekonkon ho no de krata yi mu no judge no wa moso ewo ho yankoe. Or it is well established in the case of the Republic versus High Court Accra ex parte Afoda and another 2001 to 2002 1 GLR 416 that as a matter of public policy, the authority of the courts and the sanctity of their orders processes must be maintained in all times. See also the Republic versus High Court Fast Track Division Accra ex parte Speedline Steve Doran and Co Limited 2027-2028 SCJLR 102:1 Order 43 Rule 8 into brackets 1 of High Court Civil Procedure Rules 2004 CI 47 vests this court with the power to direct the performance of order of High Court dated 7 February 2025. The said provision reads as follows. Na okotu nsem bia asisi pen en na maken na ni nyina to fabom no na edisoi or say court may order an act to be done at expense of disobedient party or say court mra say obi a ono beye asombratie no court etim ebumra editia no. If an order of mandamus, that is a mandatory order, an injunction or a judgment or order for the specific performance of a contract is not complied with, the court may direct that the act required to be done the act required to be done may, so far as practicable, be done by the party by whom the order or judgment is obtained, or by some other person appointed by the court at the cost of the disobedient party. Ose na court to share obi so ontu anamombi na se wontu a na che so ya so pratie na so ya so pratie dia na court betum asra che se sa na mo no a eso ye kan so ontu a wontu no ese chenchenchen a otu anase court timma obi foforo etu sa na mo no e ma nipa kra oye asobratie no. Furthermore, this power of the court to direct the performance of its orders is without prejudice to any application for contempt, as clearly stated under Rule 8, Section 3 of Order 43, which provides, Sub-Rules 1 and 2 shall be without prejudice to the powers of the court to punish the disobedient party for contempt and any other powers of the court. Or say, yes, na ekobasa nso anache se court no e wo ho kwan a tirimupo bia eni ho se obetwe nipa kro no a wo no wa yaso bratie no obetwe na so se wa bu court no animtia. In the light of the above, and in the interest of justice and effective administration of court orders, I hereby orders as follows. Na esan sa mre ya court jituma wabobo so enti no ono judge na otiadwam no na temu a ode bani. 1. The second respondent hearing the registrar of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs is hereby ordered to transmit the chieftaincy declaration forms of the applicant to the National House of Chiefs. Or say washe second respondent no oye registrar no so for chieftaincy declaration form no enko National House of Chiefs. For the avoidance of doubt, the said CD form shall be transmitted to the National House of Chiefs on or before 21st day of July 2025. Date or the man no. Upon failure of the second respondent to transmit the CD forms by the said date, the Sampa Traditional Council is hereby authorized and directed to forward the CD forms of the application of the applicant to the National House of Chiefs as soon as practicable thereafter. Or say, na oba amakwadu a oye registrar Bono Regional House of Chiefs ekobase oyaso bratie so for CD form non kwa o she Sampa Traditional Council say or no ebituma tebri CD form no they call. 4. The registrar of the National House of Chiefs is hereby directed to receive and act upon the CD forms of the applicant when transmitted either by the second respondent, that is the Sampa Traditional Council, or any person acting upon their lawful instruction. Or say, register now on also National House of Chiefs no. On also na said yes say ye the CD form no e command register no wo Bono House of Chiefs e the command as I say odi hujuma. For the avoidance of doubt, this order take immediate effect and does not require service of copies for its enforcement by court. Case is adjourned to 17th October 2025. Signed, His Lordship Abdul Razak Musa, Justice of the High Court. Natimwa or the Bayern. Eti atemua Justice of the High Court no edba wachire tim edna wachire say contempt case no there or the ato nchen na mum or share 2 officers the Registrar of Bono Regional House of Chiefs, the Registrar of National House of Chiefs. Se Bono Regional House of Chiefs no de kwa. Ese National House of Chiefs Registrar. Also edi hunduma. Even though these 2 officers are not part of the National House of Chiefs or the Regional House of Chiefs by law, what I said, they are not members of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. They are technocrats working there. They are not members. Naba be members no. Nka be chibe contempt no. But was intensity no attention no was directed towards the Registrar of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs and the Registrar of the National House of Chiefs. We ena ekoba asano the Registrar of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs or tabri CD for me ena of forwarded the call National House of Chiefs. Ne kodru National House of Chiefs no ena National House of Chiefs no African History and Heritage TV yan ntese National House of Chiefs etna asem no so the breast ahim for mienu and abe CD forms abedu hadia ya refer to one of our standing committees montana so na research committee ya wo ho munnuadiem na momfa ho emuaye emra research committee no eye na duma no wonwie ena na nasangba dafla Justice Ankama aka Justice Ankama osande koda in court no say court no enche National House of Chiefs Registrar na onfa ono Justice Ankama na nasamba dafla ni din enko registrar no, even though the National House of Chiefs Registrar is not a member of the National House of Chiefs or a ex officio. Nti ono no direct attention no etu ana okoje krata na according to research ayaye no the court according to the National House of Chiefs Registrar then samankrata no a na court no ede Mandamus abehye no se eye nhye manoso ode Justice Ankama ni din eko National House of Chiefs Register no na man 8 working days. Just 8 working days. Knowing very sure say National House of Chiefs no members no etete mia just 8 working days. 88 working days no according to him. Yede assemble servo court to servo obi ko sama o court yawo kwadu ode bono ehumuaye esese oyi ya no eno ne friend defense edinan ke esese National House of Chiefs Registrar ode ni defense ko because the National House of Chiefs has also gotten a lawyer. National House of Chiefs Registrar one for the defense anko lawyer no so edano eso ye no one court ho eti atemu a court no e pass ye ne say one man National House of Chiefs Registrar no 24 hours 1 day to enter into the registrar, National Registrar of Chiefs, the name of Justice Emmanuel Ankama aka Anasamba Jafla yemfa ni din koche registrar num say o manhina o Sampa odofo subscribe na share nama atifo enkaye ntiebi enunti National House of Chiefs Registrar according to him osuro se contempt be cheno na enunti no ɔno so ɛde edin no ɛkɔhyɛ mu a ɛpɛnde ɔrɔfoɔ sɔtrabo na hyɛ asɛm wei ɛɛdɛ paa asɛm no yɛaka ma no awie na yɛn African History and Heritage TV yɛde yɛ opinion ɛba anuanom minua wotie no also betum de personal opinion aba ne adikan ɛyɛ yɛ wɔn wase asɛm a nana sam gbadafla ɛde kɔdan court na sɛm ne sɛ house no commit contempt enti contempt asɛm no nka judge ni asotwe fata yɛmfa ma bono regional house of chiefs nanso ɛyɛ yɛ wɔn wase atemwe contempt deɛ no deɛ ɛda nkyɛn na mo Mandamus no a na ɛnunti na contempt no baeɛ no ɛno ɛna yɛka ho asɛm ɛna yɛsan tu asɛm no ɛhyɛ da bio ɛhɔ no na kyɛ sɛ yɛyɛ adwenem no tokuro bi abɛda hɔ ɛkakra na adeɛ baako a ɛma yɛtim yɛyɛ naa ne sɛ judgment yi judge na aka ne turo do sɛ Mandamus application no a ɛba first no sɛ court no ahyɛ Bono Regional House of Chiefs within 21 days ɔmo ɛne receive process and transmit no ɛmfa nkɔ no ɛno Mandamus no ɛno Bono Regional House of Chiefs ɛyɛ appeal tia sɛ court ɛmontia sɛ ne kwan sɛ bɛde Justice Sankama the CD form ɛkɔ National House of Chiefs appeal against Mandamus no ɛwɔ court where the court has not determined it nti na ɛtwere court hɔ ɛna ɔne Nana Sam Gbadafla nso ɛsan de stay of execution sɛ yɛtwɛn sɛ court no ɛbɛbua appeal a yɛde akɔ atia Mandamus no nti no court yɛsrɛ sɛ Mabono Regional House of Chiefs ɛne National House of Chiefs bua ma yɛsɛ ɔntwentwɛn ne n'ase ma yɛmfa Nana Sam Gbadafla CD form nkɔma bɛnyɛ ho adwuma wote ase ɛno soso no ɛno deɛ court no ɛbɔ tudu na mo Mandamus no deɛ na ɛkɔnkɔn hɔ according to the judgment court no judge no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛsan stay of execution no court no botuku a banyɛ appeal nti no na kyerɛ sɛ Mandamus no a court no hyɛ wɔn sɛ mon transmit CD form ɛmfa nkɔ mo nyɛ ho adwuma transmit mfa nkɔ no na kyerɛ sɛ etim nanso ne yɛn African History and Heritage TV yɛn te aseɛ no sɛ Mandamus no appeal editi ayɛ no sɛ konkɔn hɔ deɛ a na court no emu ayɛ deɛ a na nka nyebia ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtwɛn ma court no ebua appeal against Mandamus no answer nanso no anyɛ den ankoba saa now babi a yɛti boyase ɛne sɛ according to the Registrar of the National House of Chiefs nsamankrata ne nsa kaeɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ ɔwɔ 8 working days to work on it na while nim sɛ bono National House of Chiefs kra wɔn members no bɛtete meabea enti sɛ ɔbɛfrɛ meeting na ba take decision on it as na ɔwa responding no ɔno no na ɛde man na babi a yɛti ɛbɔ yɛase bio no sɛ court no ɛda no so yɛ no anya bia ɛsɛ sɛ nka National House of Chiefs lawyer no ko defend ɛkɔ sɛ kɔsrɛ da sɛ court bi a yɛma ma yɛda yɛnsa ka krataa no yɛ members no tete mmeamea enti no 8 working days no to bring our response no deɛ ɛnya deɛ a yɛbɛtumi de defense aba nti ɛntu nkɔ animu National House of Chiefs lawyer wankɔ court Registrars so wankɔ court na babia yeti boy asi bi on say saafo no anko court no ne ye ni ne say o serve obi krata say onko court na say wankwa o sane ma sa ni pakro no a wo frɛ no court no a wanko no another notice of service o san bibia bibi na si yentia o san ko serve ne krata bio wa ma court won predodo a o serve no wa ma eno de no wa hu se oyaso pratie na ene ese woni ho a obetim abu atemu no e de tia no nanso Kumasi High Court no ekoba se National House of Chiefs Banko Court no be lawyer anko na registrar na National House of Chief Registrar no a ye summons editi ano ono nso wanko no because the summons no o ye no odikotia Registrar of the National House of Chiefs entinka ono anko no nke se court no esan edi notice of service for ekoma registrar no say ye hia court bill na chese eno de wankwa na ye hu se oyaso brache ansana ebia court wama na obu abunu so enti ohwe ne court no ye no a ne National House of Chiefs ye registrar no ye no ene ne lawyer ye no mis if say esesenka o ma ne lawyer no ko pleadi o ko sre daddy man say because of this and that enti ye defense no ye demand for ma that we within 8 working days no enti mo ye da kakra hono be ye mistake na babi a yesu ye ya dum African History and Heritage TV yesu court no so ye mistake ne say nka ba ma no say nka court no o ma wo mo another notice of service say ya from court mama yes ana from bio mama dia na ya hu say mo ya so brache ne hono ankoba ne sa na say court no e pass judgment say National House of Chief Registrar ya mount 24 hours just one day one enter nipano nidi to enter the name of Justice Sankama what I say Nana Samba Jasper into the National Register of Chiefs say wanya contempt achwa na just say soldier sam wom kakra soldier sam e wom eduntima ya presentation we no ya to say acceleration of justice in the faction of militarism breeds conflict and about no say the wheel of justice then it turns very slowly. The wheel of justice turns very slowly. Some Muslims anyway are a legal Muslims no anya duma no eno nti na ne yehu ne wo Sampa na no yehu ye no odofo subscribe na share na ma atiefo enkaye entie na kasa ne nyamu na ya usa modua ono so at the Bono Regional House of Chiefs and then National House of Chiefs echoes Sudan High Court na okosamana wo mo se wonum court no nsha wo mo se wonum ne ho kwan se mo je ohen foforo obi a o claim so yo ohene ni CD forms every say ono ne de na ya dikanaje a ye process ne ya process no National House of Chiefs ma eye du final stage enti court no nhye Bono Regional House of Chiefs ene National House of Chiefs say wonum ne ho kwan say omo eje OBCD forms na ye process eye ho aduma money din eba register asa summons no ekonkon Sunyan Hakota Bono Regional House of Chiefs ene National House of Chiefs ya where ya serve won a omo ya we wo enti sansem we nyina wo ho de a ene nanka yesusu say African History and Heritage TV SSS court na ewo e pass judgment yi no a okọ share National House of Chiefs ni din Justice Sankama edin Nana Sampa Jafram din ko register no esesenka etwentwen na summons na ewo sunwa ha no ye kan wie appeal against the Mandamus say or Shabuno Regional House of Chiefs say yemfa Justice Sankama ni CD form enko Bono Regional House of Chiefs National House of Chiefs na esese nka saa temu no so yitie wie atemu akase mienu we akodi court no esese nka court no etie wie na sabre ya momentie summons na yawsa modu akọ saman Bono Regional House of Chiefs ene National House of Chiefs say ma benyim process obi CD form because ono ne de na dika hoyi mo bu aten na ma force National House of Register no de Nana Sampa Jafla anamo no amutie na se etia court na ewo sunya ha ne mra miria nia ye judiciary no ye no no orofo subscribe na share we sa anomalies we sa nema we are as a related dispensation of justice in the fashion of militarism ohia sa na mo we atemu we ya ebaye na yese so jasem bi titatire mun kam hunya ka hu buata na hye no fa ni din ko hye register no so jasem bi titatire na yese ne twen ebra ne po so jasem a ekotatire na court na ntwen atemu a ebe free sunya high court wo ha se na di country mu na Mandamus appeal no ewo Kumasi high court no ene so court no anti awie no court no so jasem no mama just 24 hours one day fanidi kwachem no na yese so jasem nipa no kram se tuo kra esine so na chese se ne ho pono akokoye no enu nsunsanso na aba Sampa no adihie bi ma hwere benkwa na binomba hyehyeba dane be stores nebede be ho akawura bakotena Côte d'Ivoire badane refugees entino wa ro pa kunwa dino se wabusuafo ne badane refugees ya hwane na onene kodi akunwa no odofo eya sembisa obia enjeje sa semio odofo subscribe na share the African History and Heritage TV your research findings ne say asem we se nyam prepare ho ne bae na yem findings are the bae say ase yem money return ko Bono Regional House of Chiefs ana ye ko ne return ko ho na be ko tena abasem no so ho ena mpo na ya asa amodua difo a nke no de one asem kan because asem no ye ko kan na manhia ho so won te ase ye de akoto babia asem no free ba enti se ho wakoka ne ho na wadi for dia e de na chese wo da onni da wiribia etwe nanka asem na close aye fefefe amane sa no ye hwe de yesi enti adofo African History and Heritage TV subscribers are mobisa historian said ko akosi say ne kro ne ba no ne da honi na mo mafutu amidi to Ghana buying President John Mahama and the security agency said montu menansi form na no kredi enya duma midi kan say Sampa hono a critical zone mka sa asem yo me kan say asem we mo ha e betra border e be ye cross border issue mka ya no African History and Heritage TV ye de ba ye de that way say akoye asem not taking international dimension adishe binum Ghana for refugees na nyame ne pataye se tuo ni titete soldier for na be wo ho no abantu befo na tuo abetuto ho no ye border border town nti Côte d'Ivoire for eta be digwa nom ne ade na nyame mpata na banko tutuo mana ammo Côte d'Ivoire ni se be ko tutuo na aboba baako etika Côte d'Ivoire ni si ape Ghana is going to be very bloody e mwa oman we na sunde Other form with the carbon but we subscribe na share. Eha ye African History and Heritage TV. Medamase me mamoniti adeshe.